Well, every time you're down double figure, especially if it's 18 to 20 points, just like how Alab had that in halftime. The first 5 minutes of the third is very critical, and Vietnam came out with a sense of urgency. As you see the quarter scoring, you see that pretty much plus 20 compared to the first 2 quarters in terms of quarter scoring, and obviously Hughes was the catalyst in that run, hitting his first 2 or 3 shots from downtown. But also I thought their defense picked up, except for the ones wherein they still played single coverage on the post on Ramos. That's why this lead is still 12 points.
That's right. That really cost him a lot of baskets. That was scored by Alab Pilipinas. Bogman was poked, but the Saigon Heat will have to live life without their world import, D'Angelo Hamilton. Here's Durker on the break. And it will stay with the Saigon Heat with a lot of time to work with. Foul against Oping Sumalinog as he tries to get the charge on the streaking Durker. This was the poke by Murphy Bernatowski. Intended to go for the basketball, but hit the face of Ronaldo Balkman along the way. And Balkman, so feeling the effects of that poke. Catch and shoot for Hughes, too strong. Whale with the rebound here. Another crack at the basket for the Heat. Saigon. Chongson falling down. And a bit of color here. Trayvon Hughes showing frustration. But Kalen Chongson will be called for his 5th foul. And Chongson going straight to Trayvon Hughes there. So Chongson will foul out for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. So it's Hamilton fouling out for the Heat, Chongson for Alab. Both teams -1 players, or -1 player each rather.
Obviously, Big Brother Ramos upset with the extra motion after the whistle, which Hughes threw the ball gently, I would say. But he still threw the ball at Chongson, who was down on the floor. Ramos didn't like it, and because Ramos reacted, Chongson, as soon as he stood up, reacted the same way.
And he was going to the bench anyway.
Yeah.
So he went straight to Trayvon Hughes before going to the bench. So our officials convening here at midcourt, trying to clarify the calls. This was the foul given up earlier by Jalen Chongson, and Trayvon Hughes right after giving the ball back to him.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, let me rephrase that. Giving the ball back to him, not really throwing the basketball.
Yeah. And you hear the boos here in the Lapu-Lapu gym. So techs will be called.
Yeah.
They're just trying to determine
Ramos
on how many. Yeah.
Ramos pushed off somebody. One of his kids, maybe. The way it looks like it. It was a red shirt. Let's see if he's gonna. He might get a technical with that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the officials saw it, but I see a technical sign right here.
So Trayvon called for the tech. PJ called for the tech. Oh, against Coach Jimmy as well. So 2 techs on Alab Pilipinas, 1 on PJ, 1 on Coach Jimmy.
The first 2 ones, I agree with, but the one with Coach Jimmy.
Right.
This is the one they're contesting. Did he go inside? I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah. So Coach Jimmy trying to clarify it here with our officials. (81-69). So they called the technical foul on Coach Jimmy Alapag because they can't call it on Kalen Chongson, who committed his 5th personal foul.
There you go.
So it was placed on the head coach instead. So there you go. 2 techs for Alab Pilipinas and 1 against the Saigon Heat that was called on Trayvon Hughes.
Number 1, Trayvon Hughes is second, 5 fouls, he's fouled out of the game.
And that was a big foul. Double whammy for Trayvon Hughes. Technical foul and the disqualifying foul. The 5th foul on Trayvon Hughes.
That sums up the frustration of Saigon Heat tonight. Hey, but still, only a 12-point game.
Yeah.
And you still have this guy on the line, number 13, Bartowski. He can light it up.
So you got 1 world import left for the Saigon Heat, and that is Murphy Bernatowski at the free throw line here.
And Mr. Wiggle.
Yeah, and you got local players. The local cast will have to step up here. The players on the floor now: Quatran, Tim Whale, Corey Celia, and Chris Durker. Will have to fill in for the absence of D'Angelo Hamilton and Trayvon Hughes. So 81-70 here. 9:21 remaining in the game. Bernatowski drops it in.
What a shot by Bernatowski, right in the face of Domingo right here, but makes a nice move underneath.
Lawrence Domingo goes around inside and able to score underneath. Quatran almost losing that one, but it will remain with the Saigon Heat with 17 seconds to work with.
Saigon Heat basketball, shot clock 17 seconds.
Quatran triggering it in. They go back out to Tim Whale. Turker attacks Bogman. Quatran guarded by Parks. He puts one up. Deep ball is off. Tim Whale hustling. It ends up with Havilona. Pau Pau stopping, going to Bogman at the post. Ronaldo, 1 dribble in. Ronaldo unable to score, but gets the foul on Chris Durker. And we got a timeout here called by Coach Cal Julius. This was the play before that call. Ronaldo Bogman taking it strong, able to draw the personal on Durker. Alab Pilipinas still up by 10. And you see here the fans, Alab, watching here in the Lapu-Lapu gym in Cebu. The Cebuanos enjoying some basketball on a Sunday evening. It is the 3rd of February here, the year of 2019. And we are witnessing a very intense matchup between 2 of the top teams in the league. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and the Saigon Heat really giving their all in this arena, Christian.
Right, and if you're Alab Pilipinas, Coach Jimmy Alapag probably said to his troops, you better create separation in the next 3 to 5 minutes right away with stops like this one or not. Because only with 1 world import left in Bartowski obviously gives you a ton of advantage.
That's right, especially inside.
But the last thing that you want is for them to hang around in the last 2 minutes, and then it's a close game, and who knows what will happen, especially how the shots have been falling in the 3rd quarter for Saigon Heat.
That's right, they're gonna use that momentum they got in the 3rd quarter. That's a foul against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And Mr. Wiggle here, Quatran, dropping in the first free throw. Another promising local player here who made his way to the starting unit, or worked his way to the starting unit for Coach Cal Julius, because initially he was the backup of Sang Din, who was starting for Saigon.
And I guess a lot of that because of the wiggle, right?
Yeah.
As Alab
Huge.
scores.
And that is another basket here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Well, you ask for separation from this team. This could be the start, Christian. A 12-point lead. Quatran could not finish. Whale getting pushed as he was falling down.
Probably something that Whale did before that forced Bachman for the two-hand push.
It was the left-handed drive by Quatran, and Bachman just pushing him to the ground. And if you're Tim Will, that is a very scary sight. So 2 free throws coming here for Tim Whale. Whale getting extended minutes for Coach Cal with this depleted lineup. Again, Sang Din out for the season for them. Calberon not here. D'Angelo Hamilton fouling out. And Trayvon Hughes graduating as well. Well, missing the second free throw. Urbistondo, traveling violation.
Good call.
Could be a big stop for the Saigon Heat. But PJ Ramos makes his way back to the basketball court. And instantly, it's going to spell trouble here for Saigon. So Quatran bringing the ball down. He surveys the floor here. 2.5 gone in our fourth quarter. Quatran misses the three-pointer. The fireball getting the rebound. Alab on the move. PJ going to Ronaldo. Balkman's face-up jumper is off. And Saigon Heat will try to capitalize on this opportunity. Durker moving closer. Durker throwing that ball away. And the opportunities have been there for the Saigon Heat in a lot of sequences, Christian. They just couldn't score.
You might want to put, since PJ Ramos is in, to put him into ball screen situations. The problem is, your best playmaker in Hughes is already fouled out of the ball game.
Ramos missing, Ramos getting it back. Ramos puts it back in. And the activity of PJ Ramos will lift Alab Pilipinas in this one.
Still single coverage.
That's right. They haven't adjusted regarding PJ. Whale tapping the ball to Durker. Ends up with Urbistondo instead. Rosser on the move. Goes to Parks. Middle lay-in. No good. He gets the ball back. Parks connects. The foul and the finish for Bobby Ray Parks. And Parks getting hit in the face there. Good thing he had the mask on.
After babying the first one, he gets his own rebound right here. Did not want the easy one, but wanted an extra one.
Yeah.
As he gets the 2+1 to complete the three-point play and the separation we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Now up to 16.
So Bernatowski gets in, runs into trouble. Durker fires. Durker connects. That's a way to put out the flame if you're the Saigon Heat. Oh, that goes in! And that's going to be credited to Ronaldo Balkman.
And also an assist for Ray Parks.
We've been seeing a lot of weird assists.
Stepped out of bounds.
And that's a turnover for the Saigon Heat. Here's the pressure put up by Corey Celia. Parks calmly bringing the ball down. This is a good Welcome back game for
Look at
Baccarat
that.
Parks. Ramos on the reverse.
I don't understand.
Getting
Same story from start to finish. Single coverage on the post.
no adjustments whatsoever on the side of Saigon in guarding PJ at least. Bernatowski driving, stopping, putting it up against pressure, no good. And here comes Alab Pilipinas, up by 17, make that 19. Ronaldo Balkman scoring and getting fouled in the process. Here's the drive, just too easy for Ronaldo Balkman. After he got the contact, he was able to proceed to lay in that basketball. That is way short though. Balkman could not complete the 3-point play, but he does have 22 points, or make that 24 points in this ball game. Durker. Tim Whale, open shot. That's gonna be off. Rosser with the rebound. Bobby Ray, poked away by Quatran. Here's Quatran with the ball fake. Bernatowski met by PJ. And Bernatowski will go to the line. Saigon still not giving up this game. They continue to pound the ball inside.
Bernatowski just giving every inch of his whatever's left in him right now, as he's played pretty much the whole ball game. I don't think he's ever went out.
Yeah.
Especially with the foul trouble situation early in the first half with Hamilton. Hughes fouling out in the third or early in the fourth.
Yeah. He needed to play all of
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Now 36 minutes so far. Lead is 17. PJ. Double team. Good pass inside. And Ronaldo is able to take advantage. So at that time they double team PJ Ramos. That opened up the shot for Ronaldo Balkman underneath. Alvano, he's got Celia to beat. Alvano kicks it out. Orbestondo knocks it down from deep.
That's it. That's a game right there.
22-point lead. Durker. And Alab Pilipinas just running with it here in the fourth. Alvano gets it back. Ethan, the kick out. Orbestondo, too strong. And that would have brought the house down. The crowd was already on its feet as Orbestondo was taking that shot. Bernatowski could not put out the fire extinguisher. Approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game. You got Ronaldo Balkman facilitating here for the home team. They go to PJ. Single coverage again. Good strip by Durker. Here's the outlet. And Bernatowski is able to draw the foul on Ethan Alvano.
Now finally getting a stop on a single coverage. 1 out of 10, I believe. That led to the fast break by Bernatowski. Little too late though at this point.
That's right. And Murphy Bernatowski will try to make it at least a decent game for the Saigon Heat. A couple of games they dropped were actually close ones. One against the Singapore Slingers and one against Hong Kong Eastern. This is their first blowout on the road. Blowout loss on the road for the Heat. So 103-82. Balkman catching it, so putting on the pressure on the defense. And how about Ronaldo Balkman tonight? Just unstoppable for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Finishing touches. This was a send a message move by Balkman because, well, a little color developed
Yeah.
between him
Team Will.
and number 34. Yeah, Team Will.
We saw Bachman pushing Team Will earlier to the ground. So Ronaldo will head back to the free throw line for added points for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. You mentioned finishing touches. Again, the mid-season World Import MVP of the ABL. Before this game, averaging almost 26 points per game. He will go to the bench here and finish the game.
A big part of that maybe because of his Instagram page, the Bulkmania TV, right?
Right.
Right?
Right. He's been gaining a lot of fans here in the Philippines. Bernatowski had to put one up of that triple team. And Murphy Bernatowski heads back to the free throw line. Now, Saigon Heat will drop to 10-7 now in the season. Still at number 3. I think probably a game ahead.
Hong Kong.
Or half game ahead of Hong Kong Eastern. That's right. Who are now at 11-8 in our team standings. As you see here, Parks and Ramos talking it up at the bench. Ray, by the way, excellent game for the local MVP or reigning local MVP. 23 points tonight after missing again the last 3 games for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas will now be at 12-2. They will hold that position safely against the Formosa Dreamers, the Saigon Heat, and Hong Kong Eastern, who are trying to catch up on San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and climb the standings.
Oh, what a turnaround, though. You mentioned Formosa Dreamers from last place last season. And currently in second place. You don't see that too often, from becoming the last place, then becoming a contender right away.
That's right.
So give credit to, the management right there, changing a new coach, probably changing their culture. The only thing they didn't change is the suits of the coaches.
Right. Still there.
Which is sharp. Matter, I love it.
That's right. And that's the product. You're talking about the Formosa Dreamers, a product of their off-season work. They joined a lot of tournaments.
Right.
To prepare specifically for the ASEAN Basketball League.
On top of that, beautiful country.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Beautiful court as well. Their home court in Changhua County Stadium. Corey Celia here at the free throw line. And we are greeting, by the way, our very own COO, Jericho Ilagan. His birthday month is this February. So
happy birthday, Jericho.
We offer every game to him this Feb. The month of love. There you go. Corey Celia knocking down the second free throw there. And Joshua Bistondo just bringing the ball down here.
So he has all of the next 25 days to at least give us a pizza or something. That's what you mean,
well,
right?
You said that, Christian. You said it, not me. 1:37. And another important thing here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is that they will remain perfect here in the Philippines.
Right.
They will not go up to 10-0, but they will bring up their home record to 10-0 now.
And giving the fans of what the Filipino fans really deserve. One of the best fans in the ABL.
That's true.
Whether we're in Santa Rosa or San Juan or here in Cebu, look at this turnout. As early as 5 p.m.
Yeah.
It was jam-packed already outside. The lines were long already.
Thank you also to the local government of Cebu for all of the invites here, allowing us to play here inside the Lapu-Lapu gym. Second time this season. First one was Alab Pilipinas' victory against the Wolf Warriors, and now this is going to be an impending victory against the Saigon Heat. Josh Urbistondo will melt the clock, and the defending champions will stay high and mighty here in season number 9 of the ABL. And that's not a good sign if you're the Saigon Heat. You see here Henry Nguyen holding that left, that left knee.
Probably a knee-to-knee situation. Maybe a sting. It's usually a sting. But he has like a tape though that serves as a brace. But we didn't see what happened.
And that time Joshua Bistondo just knocking down the jumper.
Casually,
that's right. So Henry Nguyen heading back to the bench here. That's another man down for Saigon. Again, before this game, they already had 2 players down. That's Kyle Baron with a broken nose, and Sangdin probably out of the season. Kyle Julius, Coach Kyle, told me that he's out for 10 weeks. So that's about 2.5 months of recovery for Sangdin.
That's severe, huh?
Yeah. Bernatowski, 17 seconds remaining, and we're just waiting for the final score. The applause from the crowd here in Cebu. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas getting another victory here on their home floor. Our final score 111-87 for the defending champions, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Well, they started out strong, and you got to give credit to, Ramos setting the tone on the post, pounding it inside, 30-6 advantage at halftime, points inside the paint. Bobby Ray Parks missing 3 games. I'm just preparing Bobby Ray since he's the best player of the ball game.
You're just hyping him up here, prepping him up.